tell us how you got started as a podcaster.
Well, I will say that when I started podcasting, I definitely did not have like the very thorough template like that you're using. And I was definitely not as organized from the beginning as you are, okay? You are kind of just like pulling things together and figuring out what works. You don't always start with the best plan in mind, right? You got to figure out what works. But you wanted me to start with the first podcast?
Yes.
That is the Lou Review.
Okay.
Which was not my idea. It was my friend's idea. It is a podcast about the restaurants and nonprofits in Louisville, Kentucky that make it a unique place. Mm-hmm. And we recorded the first episode of that in July of 2020. There's a new restaurant opening up and we wanted to try it out. He said we can review it too and let people know how it is. And I was like, well, how are we going to do that? You're not really a writer, and he was like, we can make a podcast. And I was like, what's a podcast? So we recorded our first podcast about that experience, and I talked about the safety measures that were in place as far as the tables being spaced out and using disposable plates and silverware and things like that were like COVID precautions at the time, and just letting people know if that would make them feel safe going out to eat, that was being taken into consideration because we wanted to support the locally owned businesses in this area. We have a wealth of restaurants. Okay, I've been to over 400 restaurants in the last 4 years in the Louisville area that are locally owned and operated. And Chicago better watch out because we're going to give it a run for its money. The average quality of restaurants in Louisville is so high that as I've been traveling more recently, I'm consistently disappointed in other cities. And I'm like, I'm going back to Louisville, y'all. We may not have any lounges in our airport, but you don't need them. Just come out into the city and you'll get some really good food.
That's wonderful.